Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining me. Let's make sure this is all set up properly and you can see appropriately. Thank you very much for being here. Could someone throw me a thumbs up just so that you can let me know that I'm visible? Or a text. Text is fine. Oi, one thumbs up, so I'll take that as visible. Thank you very much to everyone that donated and gave money to the Trussell Trust. And in spirit of that, I just thought I'd read a little bit to say why I'm doing this, basically, and also read out some of the suggestions that I guess you've been waiting to humiliate me with for quite some time, because there's some pretty creative suggestions here. So anyway, as I'm sure you're aware, the Trussell Trust does some amazing work. So last year, food banks in the network provided more than 1.6 million emergency food parcels to people in crisis. More than 500,000 of those went to children. So it's not right that people can't afford the basics. With your help, we can end the need for food banks, which is what the Trussell Trust aim to do. As a nation, we expect no one should be left hungry or destitute. Illness, disability, family breakdown, or the loss of a job can happen to any one of us. So this is something that's relevant to every single person. With your help, we can change this. And that figure was before we even take into account the impact of COVID-19, which recent research carried out by Carers UK suggests that elderly spouses caring for each other and parents caring for disabled children are twice as likely as the general public to use food banks since lockdown. There were more than 100,000 people doing unpaid caring for older, disabled, or seriously ill relatives and forced to use food banks since the outbreak of COVID-19 in the UK. So it's a really worrying picture, and I think emphasises quite how important it is that we have this resource available for those in need. I did a little random generator earlier to see which haircut I was going to be subjected to. So I'll edit this and post it up later so that you can see how it was selected. I'll read through some of the suggestions that I've had previously. The first one was from my brother, who hasn't actually donated yet. So I'm not going to read out your suggestion. I'm just going to shame you in front of everyone watching and say, you need to donate. There's nothing special about you. You need to give some money to the Trussell Trust and contribute like everyone else, not just make me look ridiculous for your own entertainment. Carl, thank you very much for your donation. His suggestion, and I'm really glad this wasn't chosen because it was actually the worst option that I think I read, was that one single hair was going to be cut on my head and that was it. That was going to be the end of the haircut. And frankly, this is so out of control. Any haircut for me at the moment would be preferable to the nonsense that I've got going on at the moment. So thank you, Carl and Hayley, for suggesting what would have been an absolute nightmare. Karen suggested a haircut like Keith from Prodigy. If you could see Karen Lawrence, who's in charge of health and safety at the university, the setup that I've got to record this, then, well, I'll just apologise now. She's basically in charge of making sure people don't catch fire and explode and stuff. And I think the chances of me doing that are pretty high with what I've got set up here. So apologies, Karen. Kev, to shave the top as if you've gone bald and leave the sides. Nice, it was creative, I like that one. Unfortunately, it wasn't successful. Laura was the only one that specified a particular length of time that she expected me to keep the hair for. And she said baby pink colour for a month. So, sorry, Laura, it's not worked out for you this time. Ryan, thank you for your suggestion of a mohawk. My mum wasn't as kind as she could have been, so she suggested stripes, either like a zebra or a badger. Nikki Richardson, thank you very much to you and your family for the donation. She went for an under the sea theme. She's placed a lot of faith in Deanne's creative abilities. So my wife, who's going to be cutting my hair, she said the hair needed to be sea coloured and have sea creatures added into the mess. So I don't know how we would have pulled that off, but fortunately it didn't win. So I've not had to have, I don't know, goldfish glued into my hair or anything like that. Wan Yi wanted a Lion King haircut. I presume she means Tiger King. I'm not entirely sure what a Lion King haircut is, and I don't think I could grow the beard required for it anyway. So fortunately for you, you weren't successful anyway, but thank you very much for your donation as well. Sis, my wife asked for her name to be shaved into my head. So just to be branded with her name, which was generous of her. Thank you, Deanne. So your punishment will be to be on camera and perform this haircut. So, Peter Mohican, thank you very much. Anthony LG asked for a mohawk. Nadine asked for a 1980s mullet. James Malcolm asked for a Mohican with a rat's tail to complement it. It would be a pretty stumpy rat because I don't think I've got a huge amount of growth to be able to add a rat's tail, but we'll see how it turns out. Marta wanted the Coventry University Phoenix logo shaved into the back of my head. I think that would probably end up looking like a turkey because I don't think Deanne's ever shaved anything into anyone's head before. She's shaking her head, so no, I don't think she has. Joel wanted a number 0, which I presume is almost as bald as you are, Joel, and then 2 pigtails left on top of the heads. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. I don't know what I did to you when we worked together, but it's all coming out now. Robin, who I think colluded with Sarah, so thanks to both of you for suggesting the Friar Tuck haircut, which was tempting, very tempting. If I was going to fix it, it would be nice to have a bit of breathability on top. I think when it's getting hot like this in summer, it'd be nice to let off some steam with that little bald patch. Well, not little, big bald patch on top. David's Co-David19 asked for a Mr. T haircut, as did Dan off of Abby and Dan, and Abs wanted a mohawk or a mullet. Someone who just called themselves my future hairdresser wanted a combination of Phil Mitchell, Dennis Rodman, Pat Sharp, Ronaldinho, and Sinead O'Connor. So Sinead O'Connor and Phil Mitchell, I'm thinking, is really short. Pat Sharp is an extravagant mullet. Dennis Rodman's pretty short and colourful. And Ronaldinho, just the teeth stick in my mind. I'm not quite sure what else he had as a haircut. I think it was like long ringlets. Can you do making the hair grow as well as cutting it? She's pretty confident, so we'll see. Lindsay, thank you for your suggestion of a Hoxton Finn. Caroline Marshall requested the Belinda, and she was a very nice teacher that we had on a UKISA course, and I think it was quite disrespectful, really, that you made fun of her like that. But I can't even remember what kind of haircut she had, just that she made us all hold each other's thumbs. That's the thing that really seared into my memory from the whole experience. Sam asking for a mullet, classic, solid. Emily Baker just asked for some bleach to be involved. I don't know if that's like a hate crime and expecting it to be thrown in my face or something, but it might be. We'll see what happens. Ting just wanted someone wealthy to donate £1,000 for me to lose my eyebrows. Fortunately, I don't know anyone wealthy, so eyebrows are going to stay, I think. And Leon thought a Kevin Keegan perm would be ideal. So thanks, Leon. Appreciate that. But by far and away, the most popular vote was for a Tiger King inspired haircut, which, as far as I can make out, is like a mullet with a bowl fringe, pretty much, and then dyed blonde. So, Jen, do you think you can manage that?
Not the dyeing.
Not the dyeing. Okay, I did buy the dye, so I'll do the dye afterwards, and I'll post some pictures of that after Deanne's dyed it. Well, I'll post the pictures after it's been dyed. So you feeling confident about doing a Tiger King style mullet?
I've never used these before.
I bought some budget clippers off Amazon. So if they die after the first attempted cut, we might be doing it with, I don't know, a spoon and some kitchen scissors. Yeah, I've got some scissors. So, right, okay, get started. You ready? Right, this is a pretty visual experience. Deanne's very bravely volunteered. Well, she didn't volunteer at all. I kind of forced Deanne to do this. And she's also recording it as well. She was very unhappy with having to wear this camera on her head. But
I've got this little...
You got a nice little mushroom haircut going on, like a 90s boy band. It's good.
Okay, I'm going to clip this up.
Does it need to be wet or anything before it starts getting cut, do you think?
No. I watched something by the Hillbilly Barber today.
Oh, reassuring, yeah.
Oh no, his was wet actually, but there was another one I watched that wasn't. So.
Yeah, and what was the verdict? You just hack away at it dry, do you?
No one wants this to look good, Alistair.
Yeah, but I also don't want to be in immense pain, so. Can you talk us through what's going on now? It looks like you're just kind of sticking things in it.
Yeah, okay, so this is like a new expectation that I've got to talk while I'm doing it as well. So this was my mullet video I watched on YouTube this morning.
Jen's been doing some research in advance. She
should have been writing an essay today, and I have not done that. I've been researching mullets. So it said to clip up this top section so that we can make that a bit crazy. Plus, this will be the bit that gets
did the instruction video say so we can make it a bit crazy?
No, that's my...
That's your interpretation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I even oiled these.
Were you meant to oil that?
Read the instruction.
What clipper are we looking at there?
A 3. I don't even know how to put it on. Okay.
I feel good that that's how it's meant to be.
I don't know. Does anyone know like what those numbers are for? All right, let's just give this a go. Okay, I'm going for it.
What are you going for? What are you gonna do?
I think what I'm gonna do. People just want to get me like hacking into this. Nobody wants to be pinning it for ages, but I think I need to protect the actual mullet.
Sure, the goods, the gold.
And actually, that guy from Tiger King, what's he called? Joe, man. He has it really...
Joe Swash.
What's he called?
Joe Swash, I think.
Watched one episode and then couldn't watch anymore. You ready? Thanks, everyone. Three might be too...
Well, this is pretty late to be saying it's too anything.
Should I have started with a 6? Can you do it this way down as well?
I think there's no point asking me for any advice. If anyone wants to send me a text message, if they've got any...
If anyone's done this before.
Improvements, comments, recommendations.
Well, no, I don't really want feedback.
I mean,
thanks.
Entertain me. Is that good? Should you be laughing like that?
And then the other mullet video I watched said to do kind of close behind the ears here. Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
You've been
what
wanting
do you
those,
mean, yes?
You've been wanting those awful curly bits gone. God, you've got loads of grains. Love them.
Loads of greys. If you missed that, God, you've got loads of greys. I've never had that from a hairdresser before. Usually they're far more polite. This is genuinely coming off here.
Okay.
Big old clumps.
One side.
Yeah, you happy about that?
I think for now, there's a temptation to take off a bit much.
Sure, we don't look ridiculous. Take too much off.
Any thoughts or feedback? Probably I will take them because I have no idea what I'm doing. So
my brother has stuck his neck out again and said, you need to go against the grain with the hair.
I am. Aren't I?
Well, I don't know if we should be giving him any more of the oxygen of publicity after he failed to donate. So I think go with the grain, do the opposite of what he's suggesting.
No, I watched a video and you meant to do that against.
You meant to do it against the grain.
That's what YouTube said.
Does hair have grain? I thought wood had grain.
I mean, he's had a number 3 all his life, so obviously no.
No, Becky sent a message saying, Deanne is amazing. I don't quite know why you're getting all the plaudits and I'm the one having
Thanks, Becky.
Yeah, thanks, Becky. Thanks, Becky.
I don't think I've ever seen your scalp.
How is it?
It's pale.
Pale. Is it crusty, well nourished?
It seems quite well nourished.
Oh, now.
What happened?
That was an ear.
Sorry.
So,
sorry. Okay. Sorry. How does that feel?
it feels good not to have that hair like in my ears all the time.
Yeah.
It does feel good.
I saw that there's like in GQ magazine, there's like a modern mullet. Like Beckham has had one, George Clooney's had one.
I probably look quite a lot like those guys, I would have thought.
And then their picture was next to Joe Exotic. So
Joe Swash, you mean?
Is that what your name is?
Yeah, Joe Swash.
Right. I'm feeling that that's what I want to do with the sides.
Yeah.
Do you want to show everybody?
Well, I don't know if I can show them, can I?
You can just kind of tip to the side.
Wow, I've just caught sight of this little...
Yeah, I'll kind of trim these round into a mullet.
Well, it's definitely business at the sides and party at the back, which is the remit for a mullet. So good job there.
Should have put one of those like gowns on you.
Have you got one of those gowns?
No, but I could have fashioned one.
What would you have fashioned it out of?
A towel.
So one of those gowns or towels. Well, that's a bit Travis Bickle, I think.
So that dude has like this proper...
I think he's just got like a severe fringe, so I reckon just clip across.
I'm going to use the scissors.
Yeah, with scissors. Also, is that meant to happen? Well, it just looks like a normal haircut now.
They've not finished yet. Actually, why is this so smooth now? Okay.
Oh, well, we'll stop there for a second. I don't think I've ever seen a hairdresser just go at it and grab a clump like that. Are you happy with that?
Okay, hang on. Actually, I saw something on the video. I've lost the comb. So.
Lost the comb? Not essential for a haircut, what I thought. All right, just take clumps, I reckon.
Do they do it like... Oh, do you know what?
Just go for it. And what other items have these scissors been used on?
Opening bags of like frozen peas.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
They don't really cut.
Well, now, I'm pretty sure this is not how it's meant to be going, is it? No? What about, I mean, can you actually see what you're cutting?
Yeah.
But that's not the right angle. I'll start.
Stop it. Do you do this at your hairdressers?
Yep, absolutely.
Just close your eyes and relax.
Relax, of course.
Please.
Sorry, I forgot.
Here, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. I think I need this for some courage because it was going right with the clippers, but this bit is making me worried.
This bit's really nice hair.
I
Actually,
mean,
this is looking
the
too
Friar
nice.
Tuck look is looking on the cards.
These scissors are no good.
Sure. I mean, what are you just lifting that clump up for like that? What's going on there? Just a second. Can I have a drink? Just
Sure.
quite a lot of hair in my mouth.
It's non-alcoholic, just so that you know I'm doing this wisely.
Oh, yeah. I don't want anything impairing your judgment here, do we?
Can somebody tell Alistair a picture of Joe Exotic so I can remember how it looks? I think I might have taken this too short.
Oh. I've had a request to enable the YouTube chat. I'm not entirely sure I know how to do that. So bear with me a second. All right. Any idea how I enable the chat?
Ruby.
It's
You're live on the internet.
the dog's not keen on whatever's going on. Yeah, sure, Shun, I'd be happy to enable the chat if you could show me how. He's also sent a picture of Tiger King.
Oh yeah, can I have a look? I think I've taken it too short.
Well, I think it's all right. It just needs like a centre parting, doesn't it?
Don't you? I'm doing it.
Feedback.
Oh, I've done it a bit short. Sorry, everyone who chose Lion King.
Lion King.
I'll style it in a bit.
Are we finished?
No.
Ow.
Sorry.
Thank you. This is quite a visual medium. Thought I'd read a bit of poetry just to keep you entertained at the same time. So this is poem number 1004. It's called Arnold. Arnold was constantly unhappy because he was a maggot. And then there's some brackets and it says a type of worm. He knew he couldn't do anything about it, that he should just get on with it. But he couldn't help himself, so he dwelled on it. And that's the end of the poem about being a maggot.
You know, hairdressers, they do that like chopping in like this. Oh, that's dangerous.
What's the intention with the vertical
Is the health and safety
cutting?
lady working? Watching?
I don't know, because I don't know how to enable the chat. If someone could tell me how to enable the chat, we could maybe find out.
You might have got a text. I don't know. Does anyone know the answer to this? Why do they do this? I think it's for texture.
Texture, sure.
In actual fact, we don't really want to take any more off, do we? What would be good is when you think it's done, that I could just keep cutting. So if anyone's got any ideas of, you might need to show people the back.
Oh, because I said this video was suitable for kids, it's not possible to enable the live chat. Sorry about that.
Okay, I think could you show everybody?
What am I
So
showing?
everything, like the whole hair. Okay.
The whole haircut. So, I mean, this is patchy, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Don't smooth it.
Well, I think we can see a pretty severe fringe here, can't we?
Yeah.
Possibly we could do with a little bit of neatening up on the fringe.
No, you seem Joe Exotic. It's not neat.
And we go over to the side, and it goes quite low here. How do you feel about cutting it up there?
Yeah. Maybe you don't give up my day job, right?
I mean, you're fair load. You have given up your day job.
Right. How's that?
Much more severe than it was, I think we can safely say. Okay.
Oops.
Not reassuring.
Nice. And maybe could you turn all the way around because the back is bananas.
Could we maybe address this section here? I don't know, that felt like a rash cut there, just to go straight in and...
This is a mistake here.
Oh, right.
It'll grow.
We just need to chalk that up to a mistake, do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could start to blend it in a bit more. I saw a video about that, but I feel like... Yeah, can you come a bit closer?
Not easily.
It's quite fluffy.
Fluffy, good.
Yeah. I could trim some off, but then that seems like I'm wasting the opportunity of this mullet.
Well, I think maybe remove some of that weight so that it's just got the party towards the bottom, not like this bit's meant to be.
Okay. I feel like you're giving me a lot of direction.
I've never had a haircut where the hairdresser just pulls it off in clumps like this before, just throws it away like a fistful of hair. Is that a recognised technique? The t-shirt is a band t-shirt. It says Parquet Courts. Right? The dog's joined us. Say hello, Ruby.
Okay.
Deanne also cut Ruby's hair the other day, and
It's done.
she looked like a peeled carrot because it was like octagonal. She had like corners all the way around.
She's a dog, it's okay.
She's a dog, it's fine.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. We need to show it again, or?
I think so,
Done.
yeah. Everyone's paid for it.
Everyone's paid for this, yes. Thank you very much, everyone, for paying for this.
I might pull the gazebo back a bit so you get daylight.
Is that good? Do we need daylight?
Yeah, it's hard to see it.
Okay. It's raining. Happy?
Are you happy?
Yes, really happy. Thank you. You finished?
Yeah.
All right. So dye it now. All right. I will send some pictures later on of the dyed results. Possibly add them onto the donation page. Thank you again, everyone that donated. Really appreciate that. I mean, look at that. Look at where that is compared to that. Do you reckon?
Do you want me to change it? you're not happy, Sarah, I need to put complaints in writing.
I mean, this is angry cutting. I'm not sure if it's coming across in the video, but this is some rage being.
Oh, good. I've kind of feathered this bit in.
Oh, good.
Looks fancy. This is really fancy. Yes. I have finally learned a fellow skill.
Do you think there's an opportunity to advance the Tiger King and cut a Friar Tuck bald patch in the top here?
Shave it in?
Yeah.
Do you want to see if people want that?
If you'd like that, if you want like a bald patch also cut here, could you add some likes?
You've got quite a few.
I haven't had any likes, any thumbs on here yet. Or you can send a message. Yemi says her kids are demanding hair gel. I think we can definitely add hair gel once it's been dyed.
Got oil.
Oil?
I don't have gel.
Does hair need oil? What does hair need oil for?
Let's try that.
Sarah Spears says, you're absolutely bossing it. You're doing it right. Well done.
Thanks, Sarah. I think a mullet should look oily and a bit grim, right?
A bit grim.
Yeah.
I think we've probably hit that target, haven't we? All right, let's go for the Friar Tuck bald patch as well.
I don't really know what that looks like.
Do you know who Friar Tuck is?
Yeah, but I can't really picture him.
I'll bring up a picture of him.
What if I... Okay, yep.
Finish that thought.
No,
What
no,
if you...
carry on. Happy to help you.
Ooh, man alive. This is...
Do you really want that?
I didn't want any of this, to be honest, but the people demand it, so...
Your followers.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I think this is probably...
Do you want to show the viewers that picture?
Well, I'll show you first, right?
I don't know if your head is as eggy as that.
I hope my head isn't as eggy as that, but what we'll do is a little hole in the top there. So this is the inspiration that we're going to be working with.
So pure bold.
So I think what you'll need to do is gather a circle so that you kind of create a circular parting all the way around and then...
Shave it off.
And yeah, but I think try and create as round a patch at the top as possible. Do you have a hair bubble?
Your other phone's going wild. Is Joel watching? Is this a zero, Joel? This needs no guards. You think?
Michelle has said I look like the gappy toothed one out of the In-Betweeners.
Oh,
Thanks.
yeah. Look, yours is neater than his.
I don't think that's what anyone wants to look like, but never mind.
Right, okay, you ready? Bit of village drama going on. Are you ready? I'm not putting any guards on it.
Are you just going straight in and just taking off?
Yeah.
Have you made a circle?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
This is what the viewers want. Oh. Wow. Quite pleased with this circle. See, your head is not as eggy as Fire's.
This is good because it maintains the respectability of a mullet at the front. So unless I lean forward, I don't think you'd know.
How big can I go? Do you want to lean forward and see what people think? Oh! Oh! Okay. It's really creepy.
You pleased with that, Jen?
Yeah, I am. Do you think it needs to be a bit more forward?
Oh my gee! You've done a good job on that.
Thank you. Oh my.
Oh, it's going to be so nice and cool, and it's still got the party at the back, which is
cracky.
It's both religious and sacrilegious. Right. Are you finished messing with me, do you think?
Depends what the people want. I'm loving this.
Right. Marta was very impressed with your just sit back and relax line.
Well, you should relax.
Which was good advice, to be honest. I should relax.
Well, when you go to the hair, that's why I go to the hairdressers, because you get like.
So I mean, you just poked me in the eye, but
sorry.
Apart from that, it's been pretty relaxing.
Sorry.
So, how bold are we going on the sides?
Oh, much bolder now.
Much bolder now.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. Done?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Please go to the Just Giving website. Give some money to the Trussell Trust if you think this was worth your time. I mean, come on. Thank you very much. See you soon. Thank you, Deanne.